Tackle Junkies, what's going on, everyone? Really appreciate you guys and gals for clicking on the video. Hopefully all the dads out there had a happy and fun Father's Day. Today is Monday, so yesterday was Father's Day. Not sure when you're watching this video. I had a good one to spend some time with my family. My dad barbecued, so kept it pretty simple, but it was a good time. And I wanted to get out there and fish today. And of course, I mean, no joke, it rained this morning. Rained about, actually rained up to about 1 o'clock out here where I'm at. I think it was done around 11 or so at my house. But headed out here after the rain, I think it's around 7 or so now. And I wanted to shoot this video before it got dark, but then I want to get back to fishing after the video because they are biting right now. And I really only wanted to talk about my scale setup, but I actually caught quite a few fish today. I didn't really have a good camera angle. I always have a camera running. Usually what I'm using here, I have on the other side when I just want a camera running, but I'm not really focused on making a video. I want it running just in case I catch a good one. And I caught a handful of decent ones, caught probably a few keepers, and then I caught 336. Man, I thought this one was 4. I was hoping my last one. Not sure if you guys have seen that one or not. I'm not sure if that video is already out or not. If it is, I'll link it down below. That one was a 332. This one was a 336. And it had the body of a 4, but it just didn't weigh 4, obviously. I weighed it on 2 different scales. But fun day. It's kind of funny. I'll let the fight kind of play now just because I can't put that footage live just because I had Morgan Wallen playing on the phone, and I'll get hit for that. So we'll just let the fight kind of play as I'm talking here. But I thought it was much bigger than it was. So I'm trying to get the net, loosen up the drag, and obviously the fish is pulling line out. Got the net in my hand. It was kind of a disaster, but I did get the fish in. I hate really, you know, I never know how the fish are hooked with an EWG, and I never jack them with an EWG. With an EWG, this is a Mustad Alpha Point, okay? And an EWG is not, it's not offset, okay? The hook point is in line with the eye, okay? So typically, if you jack them with an EWG, most of the time, the hook just comes flying out of their mouth, okay? So what I like to do is just kind of let them have it, you know, let the rod load, feel the weight and all that, let the rod load, and they kind of hook themselves, especially when you're using a hook like this. This is the Mustad Alpha Point. It's not a super heavy gauge wire hook. It's super sharp. It sets super easy. And like I said, this particular style of hook, I never like jacking them, so I never know really how they're hooked. So I like to take my time with them, net them if I can. And like I said, that one was 336. I'll go ahead and put that footage in here right now of the weigh. Hit the scale. Got my new setup here. Okay. Here we go. Scale's got to be on. All right, 0.36, tared. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, baby. You gotta be a 4. You gotta be a 4. Okay. Couple wraps. Like so. Okay, here we go. 336. Looks bigger to me. Wait it one more time. Wait that one more time, just to make sure. Okay. 336, same. Looks bigger to me, man. 336. We'll go with that. her back in the live well, get a picture. Yeah, I guess she ain't. Yeah, she looks bigger, but she don't feel 4. It looks bigger to me though. I'm trying one more scale for the heck of it. Come here, baby. Yeah, the more I hold it, doesn't feel like a 4, but I gotta double check. Rapala is saying 3.7. 3 pounds 7 ounces. So probably pretty close to the Brecknell. All right, get a picture, get her back. But yeah, I thought that one for sure was 4. It definitely had the body of a 4. But if you compare these two pictures here, this one a few days before at 332 and this one at 336, they are very similar. So I'm assuming the scale was right, unfortunately, and it was not a 4-pounder. But using that Ducket rod, this is the Wheeler Select Series. I tell you what, guys, the more I have this rod in hand, the more I like it. And it really is. It's the perfect power in action for Texas rigs, especially how I fish with EWGs and all that. There's plenty of power here, but plenty of tip for the fish to take the bait. And like I said, that rod will just kind of load, and they end up hooking themselves when, of course, the tip gets to the power. Absolutely love this rod. Like I said, I love it more and more every time I use it. You will see a few of these on my deck. I want to get a few of these ones here just because I just love it for Texas rigs. It's very well balanced using the Tatula CT 15-pound Seaguar and VizX, but it's just a super comfortable rod to fish with for Texas rigs. Like I said in my last video, it's very versatile with the power and action that it has. But for me, man, Texas rigs, this rod is money. Absolutely love it. I do believe majority of my fish today did come on the cleanup craw. I think that's what they call it. Used dang near a full pack here. Cleanup craw Tilapia Magic. Good looking bluegill color. Let's take one that's already tore up. Good looking bluegill color. And I do believe that these fish, at least the couple big ones that I caught the last few days, I do believe either they're still spawning or they're getting done, just because their tails are bleeding. Let's see here, water temp looks like it's dang near 80 degrees. But like I said, those bigger fish, their tails still were bleeding, so who knows. But I did catch a couple on the spinnerbait. This is greenfish tackle spinnerbait that I've been playing around with. This one here, man, it's not bad. It's a really light wire, so it's got some good vibration. But I tell you what, man, even the smallest fish, I don't believe I kept any of my real small ones because I was looping on the GoPro. But even like the little ones would just bend this wire right out. Of course, you can bend it back and get it where it needs to be. But I mean, you know, you're only going to get so many bends out of it, and it's going to break on you. So it's like, when do you retire, you know, a spinnerbait like this? It's got that real light wire. I don't know the exact name of it. It is greenfish tackle. Again, I don't know the actual series. Little mustad trailer hook on there. Rapid fishing hook all disc. But I mean, I like it. It does catch fish, but man, it's soft. So not sure I'll end up doing a review on that one or not. Just because, you know, like I said, I'm not sure how much more I want to use it because I've already bent it out quite a bit on small fish. So I don't know, but love the color of it. Definitely a great shad imitator. But yeah, that's that. Wes Logan, a sling blade rod again, the spinnerbait rod, 610, medium heavy, regular action. Just loving it. And I tell you what, the more that I use this reel, this is the G2. Loving this as well, 15-pound Seaguar and VizX. This reel is reminding me more and more of kind of like a Lew's Speed Spool. You know, ton of control, great caster. You know, feels great in hand, all around good reel for $100. Okay, so that's that setup there. Believe it or not, I was also tossing the Square A. I don't think I caught any fish on the Bomber Square today. I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, they're on the plastics and on the spinnerbait. But anyways, let's get to the point of the video here. I just kind of wanted to throw everything all in this video here. But I want to talk about the scale, okay? I've had the scale for a couple years now. This is the Brecknell, I think that's how you pronounce it, Brecknell scale, the 22 pound. This was the scale that they used in MLF, and I think now they use the Bubba scale, which I have that one as well. But like I said, I've been using this one for a while, love it, but I've never really been a big fan of like all the different like, you know, clamps and all that a lot of scales come with. Like this one here did not come with a clamp, it just came with a hook, which majority of the scales do, and I just take those off. I guess they expect you to, you know, run that hook up through the gills, or maybe you can hang another clamp on it, but if you do that, half the time it jumps off, so I'm not a fan of the hooks at all. Take those off. But I really couldn't figure out a good system that I liked. It also comes with this bar if you want to hold it like that, you know, I guess to get it more balanced. And then it comes with one of these hooks here, so you can use a hook like this as well if you want. Okay, if you wanted to, you could have ran something like this, okay, on the bottom too. All right, not saying that wouldn't work, but how I'm using it with the clamp that I'm using, I didn't care for this, just because this clamp here, this, when you close it like this or open it, the rope, which you'll see here in a second, would always get caught on that. So I didn't like using this either. So anyways, Friday night, after I got off the lake, took the old lady to dinner. And when you're an old dude, you spend your Friday nights at Home Depot or Lowe's. So that's where we went. I think we went to Lowe's. And I started looking at all the little gadgets and all that, trying to figure out what kind of system I could come up with for this scale. And this is the clamp that I wanted to use. This one here is from Rapid Fishing. I've been using these for probably a year or so. Love these. Probably the best clamp that I've used. Made in the USA there. The Rapid gripper. Okay, that deal there helps you kind of like open their mouth if they don't want to open their mouth up. Kind of push it in there. And of course, it's got the rope there. This style is very popular. These are very, very nice grippers here. Rapid Fishing, code TJ81. I think it's 25% off over there, and that works for these, the hook all tool, the line guides, line clips, all them cool little tools you guys see me use. You can get over there, use that code, save 25%. But again, this is the grip that I wanted to use. Okay, and again, I didn't want to use, where's it at? I didn't want to use one of these, because when I would have it hanging and hook it on the rope there, it would always get snagged on that. Now there is a hole in here that you could use, okay? This particular one that I have is too big for that hole. I could have drilled a bigger hole, but I didn't want to compromise the material, make it too big and then make it weak and then it'd snap. Okay, so I didn't utilize the hole that's already in there. I just wanted to hook it around the rope. So like I said, I was at Home Depot or Lowe's, wherever I was at, and I seen these here. Now I don't know the exact name of these parts. I'll look them up on Home Depot and link them in the description if you guys want to do the same deal here. But this, okay, this little hook here is what comes on the scale, okay? So this piece here is what I really liked, okay? For one, you'll notice that it swivels, okay? And that's one reason, if you're using like a clamp like this, let's say you just have this, a little split ring here on the loop here, okay? And you got a real wild fish and he's all jumping around. That's why a lot of times these pop open, just because this can't swivel. So as he's flinging his face and all that, this just ends up just popping open, okay? So it's very nice to have one that swivels, okay? So I really wanted something that swiveled. So this here is solid. You guys can see that this piece is solid. So I needed something to go from this piece to this piece here that's on the scale. I could have used like a big split ring here, like what's on here. I could have. Okay, I've also had these bend out before with big catfish, so I kind of want to stay away from that. I do believe this here is like, I don't know if it's 20 or 30 pounds, could be 60 pounds. I know this one here is rated for 60 pounds. Okay, but this is just a great little setup here. All right, so that's what I went with. This deal here, and that just unscrews. Okay, so I can run it through here, run this through that, and then just screw it together and I'm done. But it's just nice here. Got this little deal here, like so. So I can, just like you guys would have seen in the video, once the fish is hooked, all I have to do, the fish is on here, it's hooked, grab my little clamp here, hook it around the rope, and I'm good to go. And what's really nice about this scale, okay, I'll show you, I'll go ahead and turn it on. Okay, let me turn it on and you'll see, and you have to turn it on before you weigh something because that'll confuse it. Okay, I'm not sure you guys can see that or not. 0.36, okay, you can see that? That's the tare amount. Okay, it saves that when you shut it off. So this right here is 0.10, and this piece here is 0.26. So 0.36 is the full tare amount. Okay, so it's nice that it saves that. So I can have this piece off here, okay, just like I did. I had it off there, hooked my fish, or clamped my fish, okay, gave it a quick tie here, like so. Whoops. Give it a quick tie here like so. All right. Then I was able to just take my clamp, like I said, or whatever you want to call that, and weigh the fish. Okay. But it's nice that it saves that tare amount in the scale. So as long as I don't change anything, as long as I keep these on here, okay, and I use this clamp, I'm always ready to go. Just turn it on before you weigh your fish. And like I said, it keeps that amount in there, so that gets minused off when you weigh the fish. Okay, so pretty dang cool, but I'm digging it for sure there. All right, again, that's the Brecknell Electro Samson scale, 22 pounds. But you can do this deal really with anything. Now the Rapala, it's got a nice clamp. There's another, I don't remember the name of it, there's another Rapala scale that I use, or that I've used in the past that has another clamp as well. I haven't had any problems with these little ones coming off, okay? But these bigger ones here, I had a couple green Guggen ones I was using the other day. I went home, threw both of those in the trash. They kept opening up. To be honest with you, this Rapala one here is probably the exact same one as the Guggens, just different color. I'm not going to use this one anymore either, just because as the fish flops around, they do open up. This deal here, man, cannot open up, okay? For one, you got it reinsured there. Reinsured, that's the right word? You have it backed up with a little rope there, so it cannot open up. So the fish is locked down and ready to weigh. Of course, you can use these for, you know, toothy critters or whatever you want. If you're just trying to hold the fish, you don't have to weigh it with them. But just a nice grip here. And that's the setup that I came up with for my scale. So I'm really digging that. Like I said, I'll go ahead and link them down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to smash that thumbs up, man. And I truly appreciate each and every one of you guys that do hit that thumbs up, that leave comments down below. That really does help push the videos. And that's it, man. You guys are awesome. Love you. Smash it. See you on the next one.